Morning folks, hope all is well. We're back in GeekBridge today, and I just thought I'd give you a bit of an update because it's been a little while since we've looked at the city. So as you can see, we've got some new bits added. I can't remember where we got to before, but we've temporarily got the Lion Knight's castle. It is very temporary, placed down. It's actually in the harbour. But we've also got the train that we got from Bricktastic. So I'm going to get that running. So let me get you set down, and we'll show you a lap. It goes round there, all the way around the back. See it over there in a second. There it comes. And come around here through the station. And back round there. Now, as you might have seen, there is the crane that came with that set. So the idea of this area is going to be sort of the harbour / sort of industrial area. I've made a couple of containers here just out of bits off the pick-a-brick wall. I've added a couple of the hooking points so they can be lifted up via the crane to load it up onto transport, whether that be this little sort of road trailer unit for the truck, or onto the train. As you can see, we've got the cars here, as well as a different container unit there. Like I say, we've added the wind turbine, just again temporary placed to the harbour. We've also added Toy Story over here, so we've got the whole Woody's Roundup set there with the different figures. I've taken the passenger train and sort of temporarily placed it in a bit of a siding near the station, just because I wanted to get my new train out. We have added a police car from the bodega set from Spider-Man. We've also added the cement mixer, which is I really like that. I like all the construction sets; they're really cool. You can see there the train station is still unfinished, but with the cement mixer set, you actually get a figure here. He's just dropped it. 2 seconds. This little minifigure here, and he's got the station blueprint. So the plan is to have him sort of over here somewhere. And he's a little bit tipsy. He's going to be in charge of the renovation to the main station over there. We've also added a couple of little bits onto the construction site. We've got the forklift there. That's not the vidIQ one. That's the one that came with one of the Lego lorries, I believe. And we've got the other bits up here. Like I say, we've also added, again, everything's kind of temporary at the moment. We've added the Chinese dragon set that Mrs. GeekBricks got from Bricktastic. It's a really cool set, actually. So this is going to be our sort of parade line along here. And that's why we've got all the food vans / sort of different types of vehicles. We've still got an unfinished B&Q, and I was doing this the other day. I was trying to build a bit of a modular that includes the it's a 3-in-1 creator set, as well as the bodega from Spider-Man set. So we've got a few bits there. I'm not entirely convinced I like it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, because I think it needs a little bit of work. I like the idea of it, I just don't know as I'm particularly happy with it yet, so that's why it's kind of sort of just placed there. We have got the other little one we got from Bricktastic as well, and along with I've placed the telephone box, the post box, and the lamp there, sort of just across from our Lego shop. That is supposed to sort of replicate the Leicester Square one. So that's kind of my little nod to London. And then we've got the mini bonsai trees, 2 of them there, and you just saw the other one there. And again with the fun hole newsstand, and opposite the sort of Lumibricks newsstand and Lumibricks bus stop. This is the G-Wagon from it's a Speed Champions. It's just a bit massive. It just looks a little bit out of proportion. I mean, I know they are the 8 stud wide ones, but they're just, I don't know. When you compare that to a lorry, it just looks huge. I mean, I know they are quite big cars, but yeah, that's a little bit excessive. So that might find its way into a display cabinet or something. I'm pretty happy with where the train goes. I did start the other day. I want to show you this. This is my an attempt at sort of a bit of a background wall. Obviously, it takes up so many parts. I think it looks quite good. However, I think it needs a little bit of work, but yeah, it's quite good, but I think it's going to be it has a lot of grey. That's why I've added a little bit of greenery to it, just to make it look less boring. But if I want to sort of cover up all my opened areas, which I don't have many to be fair, but yeah, I think that's gonna take a lot of parts to try and make that look successful. I did place it over here, sort of behind this bit here, just to sort of close that gap up. I do quite like to be able to see the train. I just obviously don't want to see the wood. So that's food for thought. As you can see, everything's a little bit chaotic. We've got a lot of sets still to build from the backlog. And we keep seeing acquiring other sets that people buy us, and Lego keep releasing more stuff. So it's an ongoing problem, I'm sure you all feel. Some of the sets we've currently got to build are more display sets, so they'll be sort of coming up onto the channel soon. I haven't really shown you much in our units in our living room, but they're mainly sort of display stuff. I've got the medieval town square in there. I have actually put the Home Alone house back into there because it just doesn't really fit with the city in terms of proportions. I mean, I know again in real life it's a big house, but it was bigger than a lot of the other modulars, and I don't know, it didn't sort of fit. I do have the Simpsons house that I don't think is going to go in this layout, but if and when we can get to get the studio sorted, I would love to have sort of a residential area, because I do have the Springfield school I'd like to build, Springfield Elementary, so I think that would look really, really smart, sort of in that sort of residential slash more of a traditional sort of area for buildings, as opposed to downtown sort of skyline. So with that in mind, I'm hoping we've got a couple of sort of real life changes happening, and if we can free up some funds, that might enable us to start clearing the area and looking at space to build the studio. So if you think that might be an interesting thing to watch, then let me know, and we can look at, if there's much interest, we can look at perhaps doing some filming or some sort of vlog style to go along with the build of that, which I'm really looking forward to. My other idea was a bit like Block Party UK, to try and maybe not a storage unit, but some sort of maybe sort of commercial building. I'd love to be able to get to the stage where maybe we rented somewhere like that, and that could be GeekBridge HQ, or GeekBricks HQ to be fair, to house GeekBridge, and maybe a studio space for filming, and have a bigger layout. That'd be really cool. But yeah, that's potentially a long time and a big investment. So yeah, but there you go. We never know. We might get there one day. But for now, yeah, this is at the moment still a little bit unmanageable, just because I'm struggling for space. So it's hard to sort of know how much to put in so it looks busy enough, but not too much so it looks messy and silly. But yeah, I'm working on it. So any thoughts and ideas, please let me know in the comments. And I hope you've all enjoyed watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.